How's it going, everyone? We got an interesting one today. Now, when someone does something good, it should be acknowledged. Now, we're gonna do a reaction video to mrbeast's latest video on helping 1,000 people see again for the first time.
Wow.
Now, you could be very cynical going into something like this. There's many angles you could take, like of critical, like he's just doing it for money or all that, which we can talk about. But try to just go into it and see the good for what it is. And, you know, maybe we can pull something out of this.
Yeah, so sometimes good things happen.
Yeah, that's right. So let's take a look at this latest one. Here we go.
In this video, we're curing 1,000 people's blindness. It's gonna be crazy.
Most of us see the world like this. But here's the thing, 200 million people see the world.
Just like to say, 200 million people, that's like a significant amount of people that can't see.
Oh, is that's what he was saying?
Yeah, 200 million people, that kind of sucks.
Yeah.
So, you know, hey, good place to start with that many people there.
This. But I just made it one less.
Oh. Wow.
She's just one of 1,000 blind people we helped from around the world.
They can't see, but we have all the technology to fix it.
Yep, half of all the blindness in the world is people who need a 10-minute surgery.
Crazy.
Yeah.
If you're wondering how this
Wow,
That is crazy.
Like half can just do surgery and see. But there's 100 million people who unnecessarily are blind.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm fighting my feelings of like it takes mrbeast to start dealing with this. Like,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
surgery allows people to see again, it's because the lens in their eye got so cloudy that they can't see through it. So the surgeon uses a tiny vacuum to suck up the clouded lens.
Whoa, it's
Ridiculous.
sucking.
And replace it with an artificial one. This surgery is that simple. They can see again.
You pay for my surgery?
Yes?
Seriously?
You know what? Here's $10,000 to make your day even better.
He doesn't just stop there. He's like, not only we're gonna make you see again, but here's 10K. And
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a lot of people who watch that. It might be like, are you really gonna roll on the ground over 10K? But I think there's a ton of people out there.
Oh yeah.
Especially that would be a significant.
Well, think about what kind of state their life must already be in if it's like they can't afford to do something that's inhibiting your life, like affecting your sight, can't even just fix that. So you get that fixed plus $10,000.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing things like this happen, and it's you know, if anything, I feel like it should motivate and encourage people to be like, shouldn't there be more of this?
Yes.
This is amazing. I mean, not running around fixated on how much stuff you can get to make your neighbor like wish they were you, but instead like get to the point where you could make some serious change in someone's life.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You okay?
We're gonna go fix more people's eyesight. She's squeezing hard.
Our next patient is Charlie.
You're not able to read any of this text on the TV?
No, it's an E or something, I think.
He won't know he won 10 grand until after his surgery. I can't wait to see his reaction. Charlie sees everything like this, and it's made him and his family's life extremely difficult.
I was a cashier. My eyes was getting so bad I couldn't see how much the money to give back. I just want to get my vision back so I can go back to work.
And you're gonna be really happy after this surgery.
We'll see after it.
Trust me, you will see.
When patients go into surgery, there's a chance that they can get their life back. And for Charlie, if the surgery goes well, he can go back to work.
What's it like?
Oh, wow.
All right, let's see if he can read it now. What does this say?
You just won $10,000.
Here you go.
Oh, my gosh.
Yes, sir.
It feels good. I didn't think I was ever be able to see again.
Thank you all so much.
I
love
don't
it
want to
Mr.
lose
Beast
none
is
of
wearing
it.
scrubs.
I know. Why is mrbeast wearing scrubs? But I don't care. You get to get away with wearing scrubs if you're doing this.
I don't know a ton about mrbeast. Like, how did he get his? He's just been a YouTuber for a really long time. Right?
Yeah. When this video gets done, I'll dive a little bit more into that. But yeah, that's Yeah, this is pretty crazy what he's doing here. But
Oh no, I'll hold on to it.
When you come out of the surgery, what's the first thing that you're excited to see?
My son, he's been my rock through all of this.
Before the operation, you mentioned the first thing you wanted to see was your son.
Seeing him, seeing his face, that's what I miss, you know.
You're gonna make me cry.
No, you're good, man. You're good. You're really good, man.
All right,
Oh my God, man.
there you go.
I can see everybody's facial features now. It's a little blurry with my tears coming out.
How's it going?
Okay. Yeah, I've been subscribed to you for like 11 years.
Really? Oh my gosh. Jeremiah has been blind in his right eye since he was born, and it's affected his vision his entire life. Are you excited to be able to see out of both?
Hopefully, if the surgery goes that way.
Because Jeremiah was born with cataracts, his right eye never received light. And that means that this surgery only has a...
Imagine they showed a basketball hitting him in the head.
oh god, it's crazy. Like you were saying, like he's had this his whole life, and all he needed to do was get the surgery. Look how old he is.
Yeah, like I've got a few questions about what's going on here. Like, are they doing the surgeries in the States? Why is it the case that these like seemingly, now this is a bit of a judgment call, they seem like working people,
Yeah.
right? Regular Joes, and is it that they live in the States and they're not covered for this sort of thing?
I'm guessing that has something to do with it.
So like WTF to that, man. I think like dental should be covered. Like there's some things that to me just don't make sense. Why isn't that covered?
Yeah, wouldn't you want someone to be like a well-functioning human being? Like, if eyesight, meant that he could be even more of a help to contribute to society, that would be better for everyone. For this guy to get a win.
Like I'm trying not to go the negative route here. But come on, truth seekers and everybody who's on the side of like something, the proper shift culturally.
Yeah.
I understand doctors have a very hard job and they should be accommodated, and you know what, they should get the respect they deserve.
Yeah.
But if it's like, I've been working in the coal mines all my life and I can't see, so I just kind of pick at the air, and then the doctor's like, well, them's the breaks, get $20,000, then I'll do it for you. Like takes off in a Bugatti, let's just think about that for a second. Is everything like as fair as it could be?
Yeah.
But don't let that take away from how good this is.
Yeah.
50% chance of working. I think we go ahead and get it underway, and then we'll just talk post-op. Let's see if Jeremiah's surgery was successful.
50% chance of it working.
Let's do this. How'd it go?
Good.
Yeah? Are you excited?
Yeah.
Let's hope it works.
Yeah.
Is that what he said?
Take your time. No pressure.
Everything looks so more clear.
Yeah. To make this day even more special, since you're about to graduate high school and go to college, we wanted to give you $50,000 to put towards college.
Boom!
Imagine being able to just
I didn't
do
even
that.
think this was
just
real. Like I'm waiting to wake up. Oh my god.
So not only are we helping people here in America, but we're also going to other places around the world. Because unfortunately, nearly half the population with curable blindness doesn't have access to this surgery. So I wanted to provide this to as many people as possible.
I can see.
As a thank you, because you were just so gracious in this video, we want to make a $100,000 donation.
It'll bring sight to thousands.
You know what's crazy? Like mrbeast seems like such a regular guy. Like he looks and seems like a guy we would have grown up with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, I almost feel like I recognize him.
Yeah.
But and thank goodness he's like a good guy.
Yeah.
Given the opportunity would like, I'm rich as hell. I guess I'll go around and like bless people. You know what I mean? Like it's just interesting to me.
Yeah. Yeah. No, he's a fascinating character, man.
The people.
Como le digo, me siento nueva.
I see everything
Oh my God, you are so beautiful. Wow.
Thank you, Mr. Beast. Thank you.
All right, so there you have it. Pretty impressive what he's doing.
Yeah.
Mr. Beast he's an interesting character because, like you said, he's that type of guy. Like looks like your next door neighbor, like just regular down to earth guy. But I remember how he got started. Like he started by giving in small doses.
Yeah.
And one of the things that made him was that like the first sponsor that ever like gave him money, he gave all that money away.
Well, I said
I could be wrong about that.
I don't know a ton about him, but like just from the vague amount I know, I thought that he got started off doing like ridiculous things for a long time. Like he would tear open a bunch of lottery scratch tickets or something. He would sit in front of a camera and do that for like a few hours, and then or he would buy a bunch of those like absorbent balls and fill a tub.
Yes.
He did. But then he kind of moved into, I guess, what's become his niche, which is like being super charitable.
Yeah.
And then, would that work for everybody? Is there something about him where that's the case? I don't know.
Yeah. One of the first things I remember him doing was when he got a bunch of money, he would donate it to Twitch streamers that had like no audience.
Right.
He would find someone who's got like one viewer and give them a ton of money. Which is pretty remarkable, and if you put yourself in his shoes, imagine being in a position where you finally got some money after all your work, after all your years of like struggling to make it as a YouTuber, and then just giving it away.
Right.
So that's kind of an exceptional quality, I think, to be able to do something at such a young age, because he was pretty young, I think, when he got going.
Well, I think part of the problem, like even I've run into when I've tried to give stuff to people, is giving things to people indiscriminately, right?
Yeah.
Like you don't know who any of these people are intimately or personally. Like, that's the only question I would have.
Yeah.
Is when you're like broadly giving out money, is there any follow-up story of what happened to these people? Like all of it went to meth. Or I hope not.
Yeah,
but
it's very easy to get cynical about all this stuff, right? You just want to go there. I don't know, like part of you just wants to get. But
it raises the question, like, why don't more just good, like, it gets you thinking about, well, why isn't there more of this, and why isn't there more like indiscriminate money being just given to things, And like a good answer might be, well, I don't want to just give money to somebody that could be like a terrible human.
Yeah.
And then the other side of it is, especially when I need it.
Yeah.
if that's your situation.
He's interesting because he doesn't necessarily just go after like poor people. He doesn't you don't ever see him like, I'm sure he does it, but like on the streets giving to like homeless people. He's just regular folks, right? Who are just doing the day-to-day grind, paying for their groceries or buying something a car. He's always doing something interesting like that.
Yeah.
And you already kind of like talked about this, but the idea of like if more of us got on board with some of that, like
he's making people be able to see in this video.
Yeah.
Like you'd have to be pretty, the person would have to be pretty bad for you to not be happy that some poor soul could see. At least they can see, but like all the better to do my evil deeds with. Yes, I understand that would, suck, but let's hope that the majority of these people he's helping out are good people that why not could use. Would you want to be able to see if you were freaking blind? Would you want to be able to see? And especially if you were put into some situation that's out of your hands that made it hard for you to make that happen.
Yeah. Well, hey, maybe this is a good sign for Team Humanity, and we're headed in that direction. Hopefully we see more of this type of stuff, and then you don't hear some bad story a month down the line where someone fell into some dumpster and it all went bad for them. Let's progress and move on this. This is good stuff. It's inspiring to me, and hopefully it's inspiring to you. But let us know in the comments what you think about this situation and where we're all headed. But I hope you liked this episode, people. If you did, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, share with a friend, and everybody. Until next time, stay spiritual.